exist, and it's they exist for a reason, and they're not for everybody, but they fulfill a niche that is very important.
Well, Craig Murphy, thank you for offering options to employers. We really appreciate you being here on Pain Diaries today.
Thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you again on the show here in Houston, Texas at 2110 on NowMedia TV and across all platforms. And also thank you to April Clark and Dana Oliva for being on the show today. This is Pain Diaries, and I am Dr. Suzanne Manzi. Remember, take care of you so you can take care of business.
Thank you.
This has been a NowMedia Television feature presentation. All rights reserved. Broadcasting live from Houston, from the space city to the world. You are watching NowMedia Television.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Michael Ridge, your business guy here with Biz Talk TV. Welcome into the Now Media Network. I'm telling you, whether in Houston, Atlanta, Beaumont, College Station, wherever you're at, we're going to go ahead and we're going to teach you a little bit about business today. That's what it's all about. So we're going to talk a little bit to start out. We're in the holiday season. We're going to talk about debt. Debt as a business owner, we got to look at it and see what's going on. As a business owner, debt's a tool, and it's something we got to utilize, good, bad, indifferent. We're going to see it and see what happens, and how can we use it, and how can we help it to make us, the business owner, more successful. We're in the Christmas season, like I said. One of the things we happen is we go out and buy crap. We buy stuff that we don't need. We buy toys. We buy this. We buy this. It is stuff that we do not need to run our business. What we've got to do is we got to utilize our debt to go ahead and help our business grow. I have a client the other day that came by, and he met with me and he goes, Mike, here's where I'm at. I got 200 grand I just spent. I bought all my equipment. I've got everything, but we need money to run the business, and we don't have any because we just bought everything with it. He did not use debt the way he should have. It's one of the things we got to look at as a client. We hear it all the time. We hear the Dave Ramsey stuff, don't get into debt. We this. Debt is just a tool, just like anything else. It's just like a hammer. It's something that we utilize, and we need to utilize it in the right way. Because if we don't, we're going to get in trouble. But if we go ahead and spend all our money and we don't have cash flow, we can't get anywhere. So as a business owner, we're going to talk a lot about that today. We're going to talk about some really cool stuff to help you get your business going. So we're going to start off today with one of the most important things that we need in a business. That's accountability. And my good friend, Jennifer Drago, Jennifer's going to come in today, and she's going to talk a little bit, and she's going to kick us off today, and she's going to talk about accountability as a business owner. So Jen, why don't you go ahead and take it away and let us know how as a business owner we're going to be accountable so we can grow a business that lasts and that we can be proud of. See you later.
Welcome to Peak to Profit, where each week we share practical and tactical guidance to help you lead a profitable business. I'm Jennifer Drago, award-winning strategist and business coach. I help businesses develop a laser-focused strategy and roadmap for business growth so that they can earn more, work fewer hours, and amplify their impact. Today, I want to talk about accountability. Business coach Brian Moran says that accountability is the most misunderstood concept in life, and I think I might agree with him. In fact, accountability most often has a negative perception because we have been conditioned to think about accountability as a stick instead of a carrot. People often talk about holding others accountable, especially in business situations. We want better results, we craft a plan, but then there's no follow-through on the plan. We look around and we want to place blame or offer excuses. She didn't complete her task, so I couldn't do what I was supposed to do. The economic downturn made this priority an impossible task. When things don't go as planned, you may hear someone in management say, we need to do a better job of holding people accountable. But accountability doesn't work that way. Here are 3 truths to know about accountability. The first thing is, you can't hold someone accountable. Accountability is the ability for each person to own their own actions and results, regardless of the circumstances. In fact, you can't hold someone else accountable if they're not accountable to themselves. It's kind of a shocking discovery to some, especially those who manage others, but let that sink in for a moment. You can't make someone do something that they're not accountable to themselves to do. I think we know that, right? Have you ever managed an employee and tried to motivate them when they were unwilling to do the work that you needed? It's like trying to push a boulder uphill. Have you ever tried to convince a loved one to take better care of themselves, to eat better, or to get some exercise? If they aren't accountable to themselves for those behaviors, will they happen? Maybe once or twice your persuasion may help, but in the long term, these behaviors won't stick until the person becomes accountable to themselves. The second truth about accountability is that you can't find it externally. People often look for accountability in all the wrong places or use external reasons as an excuse not to take ownership of an issue. They're constantly waiting for the economy to pick up, the housing market to turn around, or any other external factor that they can't control. The common theme here is that someone or something else is always the cause of their failure. So that means that person is not being accountable to themselves from the beginning. But what this causes is a victim mentality, which becomes so destructive to one's mental health because they ultimately feel hopeless to change their own circumstances. Do you know someone like this? Or perhaps it sounds really familiar because you're falling into these traps? Stay with me because I have the cure for this situation. The third and final truth about accountability is that true accountability is self-accountability. Instead of looking externally and waiting for things to change and improve, instead of waiting for others to make things better, we have to take ownership of what situation we are in and be able to take action from that point. Do you want to grow your business but you haven't made the time to craft a strategy to do so? Do you have a strategy but you're letting less important tasks get in the way of taking more important actions? Do you want to take control of your health but you claim you're too busy in your business to eat well and exercise? Do you need to prioritize your family or other relationships but you're burying yourself in work to avoid the tough discussions or issues? It's easy to blame others or to blame external circumstances for a situation, or use excuses to avoid taking hard action. It's easy to waste time and energy imagining what we could achieve if the world around us were different. The truth is that the only things we can control are our own thinking and our own actions. As a business coach, it is shocking to me how common it is for people themselves to take action on areas that they deem as important. It can be their health, it can be building their business, it can be improving their own self-confidence or their self-image. The most common challenge that I see from clients is not honoring the commitments they make to themselves. And as a coach, I have to call people out when I see this and help them get back on course. What am I teaching when I do this? Self-accountability. Accountability can be incredibly empowering when we remember that we are in control of everything that happens in our life by taking ownership of our own thinking and our own actions. Everything changes when you understand about that true accountability is about taking ownership of your choices. To be successful, you must develop the mental honesty and courage to own your thinking, your actions, and the results. Accountability allows you to gain control of your life and to reach your full potential. So once we take ownership of our thinking and our actions, we're training our muscle of self-accountability. So it actually becomes stronger over time, and our focus shifts from defending our actions to learning from them. Failures simply become feedback in the ongoing process of becoming excellent. Failing is learning and growing. So there will always be roadblocks and setbacks in any worthwhile endeavor, and it's easy to use them as excuses. Certain circumstances beyond your control may derail you, and you may face insurmountable obstacles that no one in their right mind would expect you to overcome. But is it time that you stop making excuses and letting those things stand between you and the life or business that you want to have? Let's remember the 3 truths. 1, you can't hold others accountable. 2, you can't look externally for accountability. 3, true accountability is self-accountability. And your action takeaway from today's segment is to become more self-accountable in your life and your business. Think of one way you can do so and implement it today. Self-accountability is like a muscle that will grow as you practice and use it. If you would like to create a laser-focused strategy and roadmap for your business growth, or if you want someone to help you be more accountable to yourself, I can help. Schedule a free strategy session to discuss how I can do this at my website, peaktoprofit.com. I hope this segment has helped you consider and improve your own accountability. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Hey, Jen, that was some great stuff. I'm telling you, I know as a business coach as well, accountability for your clients is one thing, and keeping them on track is just kind of ridiculous. So this is Michael Rage, your business guide, Business Talk TV on Now Media Television. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, my name is Elias Basabe, founder of Little Maria's Cafe restaurant in West Houston, located in 2901 Wilkers Drive, Suite 137, first floor. Here you will find a family-friendly and relaxed environment where you can enjoy a delicious homemade breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We know you need to get to work fast, and we want you to enjoy a tasty, quality, and healthy homemade food. So come and visit us for a great nutritious meal at an affordable price. We specialize in tasty breakfasts, deli sandwiches, fish, even barbecue cookouts. Little Maria's Cafe has it all. We only use the great quality of Boar's Head meats and products. Just like you, we love to get you up early. Little Maria's Cafe is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can dine in with us during breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or we can have it ready for you for pickup. Visit us today on the first floor of the CMPC Center at 2901 Wilkers Drive, Suite 137, first floor. Order now at 832-667-8376, Little Maria's Cafe.
As a critical aspect of your operations, you need the right technology partner to provide you and your business the peace of mind of having reliable and efficient IT systems. In addition, with cyber threats, ransomware at an all-time high, adequate, continuous, and proactive data protection for your business is an absolute must. Hi, this is Roland Parker with Impress Computer Solutions. We are experts in tailored IT solutions and professional 24/7 IT support services. We proactively monitor, maintain, manage, and protect your IT and data assets. Additionally, we have the know-how and horsepower to do the correct procuring of any and all computer systems or software your company may need. Having the correct IT infrastructure and not being able to operate safely and correctly is very expensive and can eventually destroy growth. So take a decisive step and call me today for a complimentary consultation at 281-647-9977 for your unique IT needs.
Are you a small business owner who's overwhelmed and exhausted? You've tried many strategies, but your business just isn't where you want it to be. You wish someone would give you a roadmap to grow your business so that you can finally live the life you've imagined. Now is the time to get crystal clear on your business strategy so that you can work smarter, not harder. With our support, you can fully step into your CEO role and run your business rather than your business running you. Hi, I'm Jen Drago, award-winning strategist and business coach. I help entrepreneurs and small business owners develop a laser-focused roadmap so that they can earn more, work fewer hours, and amplify their impact. Let's face it, most of the small business advice that's available online is cookie cutter and filled with fluff that will never serve you. It's time for you to stop doing things that aren't moving your business forward. I will help you develop an actionable, focused plan to grow your business in a way that lights you up. Contact me today at peaktoprofit.com to get started on your business growth roadmap.
Hey, welcome back to Biz Talk TV. I'm your business guide, Michael Rager. I'm so excited about this next segment. It's my good friend, Keith Cothrell. You know, Keith is one of the top tax attorneys here in Houston. He's been representing everybody for the last 9 years, from truck drivers to corporations. He's helping them understand the tax laws, how they can go ahead and do things the right way. So Keith's going to come in and he's going to talk today about how to do tax planning for the end of the year. Take it away, Keith.
Thanks, Michael, for having me on Business Talk. Glad to be here again. Today I want to talk a little bit about some end of the year tax thoughts that, as you're preparing your taxes, make certain these are some common mistakes that you don't want to do. So we're talking today about common mistakes that you can put on your return that you do not want to do. So the first one is the home office. We talked about this in another segment, but basically what I want to talk to you all about is you're not allowed to take 100% of your mortgage and your utilities and other home office expenses on your tax return. It's only the portion of your home that you're using for the home office. Another one is the self-employment tax. If you're paid a 1099, do not forget to pay the self-employment tax. That's a real big no-no, and what will happen is, you know, you'll get penalized if you don't do that. So if you're a W-2 filer, it doesn't matter, but if you're a 1099, don't forget to pay it. Another thing to consider is the mileage versus actual expenses on your vehicle. So a lot of times what happens is, and I've seen this in audits, people will deduct both the miles and the actual expenses. You're not allowed to do both. The actual expenses, we're talking about oil changes, car maintenance, tires, those sorts of things, auto insurance. So what you want to do for planning purposes is consider which one is more than the other. And so if you have more miles, you take the miles. If you have more actual, you take the actual. And another thing to consider too is that currently the standard mileage rate is 62 cents per mile, which means you don't take 100% of your miles for business. You only take 62 cents of whatever your total business miles are. So do keep that in mind. Another thing I wanted to talk about that is also, I see a lot, is excess gifts, excess entertainment expenses, excess meals that people take. You're only allowed to take 50% of your meals if it's a business purpose. You are getting 100% of your entertainment up through January next year. Again, that's going to be just, it still has to have a business purpose is what I'm trying to say. You have to have your business purpose on that. And then your gifts, you're limited at $25 for business gifts. So be careful with that. Don't get too crazy with those as well. And the last thing is depreciation. If you're not, it's part of an actual expense, but I see it a lot where if it's a personal vehicle, it's still kind of put on a tax return. Tax preparers will do that. And really just don't really want to depreciate that vehicle unless it's underneath your business name and you're taking the actual vehicle expense. So that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions about what I've said in this segment, let me know. You can give me a call at the number there that you see on the screen, 832-402-4440, or my email there that you see, kcothrell@cothrell.com. Thanks again, Michael, for having me on Biz Talk. I'll see you soon.
Hey, Keith, that's some great stuff. I know as a business owner, the thing I hate the most is end of the year tax stuff, and I've got to do it. But having professionals like you in my life really helps it move along. So next we've got Day Smith. Day's coming in. She's going to talk. She's got an awesome event coming up on January 7th. It's called the Wow Factor event. I'm telling you, Day's bringing together some of the best and brightest ladies in business, and she's going to tell you about it and how you can be a part of this live in online event. Take it away, Day.
Hi, my name is Day Smith, and I'm the owner and founder of Simplicity by Day, the productivity coach for business owners. Thank you for having me on the Biz Talk with Michael Rager show. And today I'm going to talk about two things that are extremely important for small business owners, and that is access to resources and access to support. So as a business owner, sometimes it can feel like you're on an island, working by yourself in your business, trying to make sure you have everything you need to be successful. And a lot of times that can cause burnout, frustration, and resentment. So as a business owner, I decided to gather up my community of small business owners and host an event called the Wow Factor event. The Wow Factor event is an event to help elevate business owners in the areas of organization, productivity, and wellness, a very critical part in sustaining and being successful as a business owner. This event is going to be virtually and in person in Houston, January 7th, 2023 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can find out more at thewowfactorevent.com. But what exactly is going to be happening at this Wow Factor event? Well, it's going to be an opportunity for you to peel back the layers that's potentially blocking you from your full potential. It's also going to challenge belief patterns that are impacting both your peace and your productivity. And it's going to give you access to an integration that will surround you with people that are like-minded that can help you with your systems, your mental state, and your emotions, and elevate your business and your personal lives that are really intertwined. So if you're a professional or entrepreneur, small business owner who is passionate about both your success and your well-being, then this event is for you. You will be able to see that by investing in professional services, support, those resources to improve your finances, to improve your productivity, to improve your organization, then you will be able to elevate in all of those areas. So if you're on a journey as a business owner and looking for that support and looking for those resources, this is an event for you. So maybe you're looking for that connection between educating yourself, finding the tools that you need and the resources to learn how to do business better. Maybe you're looking for a marketing personnel or someone that can support you from an administrative standpoint, or you're just looking for tactics on how to be more organized and productive. Well, this is going to help you achieve that by educating yourself, bringing awareness to certain issues for you, and moving you forward closer to your goals of being more profitable and serving your clients in a better way. So you will walk away feeling equipped because you'll have the tools. You'll feel empowered, and last but not least, you'll feel educated because there will be resources there for you, so you don't feel like you're on an island floating around trying to figure out how to get things done. You'll have the validation to know that you are in the right business, you are serving people, and you'll have tons of support around the way. So at this event, I will be speaking around productivity and organization, but I have invited some really great speaker sponsors. You may have heard from them on past shows, one of which is Carrie and Andrew from Embody Coaching. They are anxiety coaches. They tap into your language and your mental health in order for you to show up your best self and be able to speak powerful messages into your life so that what you speak becomes your reality. We're also going to have Amelia Pleasant Kennedy, who you also heard from, who is a work-life balance coach and an organizer consultant. She lives and breathes purposeful productivity measurements for business owners and individuals and helps them realize the things that are going to support them to be their best selves. And recently we added Vernika Winter. Vernika is the owner of Intentionality Wins. She's an educator, a culture curator, and a mindset coach. And this event is emceed by none only than Tony Harris Taylor, the Network and Action franchise owner, global franchise owner, and the coach of Drastic Results. She'll be facilitating the event to make sure that we're able to connect and grow with one another and be able to get everything we need out of this event. All of the ladies that are speaking and every single business owner at this event are small business owners, the volunteers, the vendors, and of course the speakers. So this event not only supports small business owners, but we are going to be able to support one another and build that community as we're elevating in our busy lives as business owners in the areas of organizing, productivity, and wellness. So if you feel like you're the business owner that needs those resources, that needs that support as a business owner as you go into 2023, then you definitely want to check out the Wow Factor event and come and support fellow business owners and get those resources and that support that you desperately desire. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, my name is Day Smith, the owner of Simplicity by Day. Thanks for having me.
Man, that's awesome, Dave. That's going to be a great event. I'm hoping to, partake and see what you got. You got some awesome speakers there. My name is Michael Rager. I'm your business guide, Biz Talk TV on Now Media. We're going to be right back, and we got Chris Baker. You got to hang around. You need to hear from Chris. We'll be right back.
As a critical aspect of your operations, you need the right technology partner to provide you and your business the peace of mind of having reliable and efficient IT systems. In addition, with cyber threats, ransomware at an all-time high, adequate, continuous, and proactive data protection for your business is an absolute must. Hi, this is Roland Parker with Impress Computer Solutions. We are experts in tailored IT solutions and professional 24/7 IT support services. We proactively monitor, maintain, manage, and protect your IT and data assets. Additionally, we have the know-how and horsepower to do the correct procuring of any and all computer systems or software your company may need. Having the correct IT infrastructure and not being able to operate safely and correctly is very expensive and can eventually destroy growth. So take a decisive step and call me today for a complimentary consultation at 281-647-9977 for your unique IT needs.
Are you a small business owner who's overwhelmed and exhausted? You've tried many strategies, but your business just isn't where you want it to be. You wish someone would give you a roadmap to grow your business so that you can finally live the life you've imagined. Now is the time to get crystal clear on your business strategy so that you can work smarter, not harder. With our support, you can fully step into your CEO role and run your business rather than your business running you. Hi, I'm Jen Drago, award-winning strategist and business coach. I help entrepreneurs and small business owners develop a laser-focused roadmap so that they can earn more, work fewer hours, and amplify their impact. Let's face it, most of the small business advice that's available online is cookie cutter and filled with fluff that will never serve you. It's time for you to stop doing things that aren't moving your business forward. I will help you develop an actionable, focused plan to grow your business in a way that lights you up. Contact me today at peaktoprofit.com to get started on your business growth roadmap.
Hi, I'm Day Smith, professional organizing and productivity consultant, speaker, and author. Do you want to improve your productivity and organizational flow? Whether it's your commercial office space, inventory warehouse, restaurant, or home, we have simple organizing solutions to help you increase your efficiency and productivity so that you can be more present, productive, and profitable. Let me take your business to the next level with simple organizing solutions. As a professional organizer for more than 15 years, when it comes to organization, I bring the know-how, information, and tools to put to use in both your professional and personal life. Busy entrepreneurs such as yourself should focus on generating money, tackling new business opportunities, and enjoying life to the fullest, not on organizing anything that slows you down. Let me help you transition from clutter and chaos to simple and organized. Call me today at 281-609-9986 or set up a consultation at simplicitybyday.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Michael Rage, your business guy, and we're back here with Biz Talk TV on Now Media Television and all the Now Media web networks. I'm so excited. My next guest is guy Chris Baker. Chris has got the first show ever that's going to be bilingual in the U.S. Chris, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really great. Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, no, I want to be with you, man. I want to be you. So tell me about this new show you got going on, man. What's going to be the premise, and what are you going to try to accomplish?
Well, what I'm going to try to accomplish is obviously doing a great show and getting great ratings and bringing in great revenue. That's obviously focus number one. But you know, I've been a commentator for 27 years. My background is in comedy, and you know what we're going to do is we're going to take the topical, relevant, and compelling stories of the day and break them down with honest, accurate information, and also satire and political commentary. We're truly a nonpartisan entity. There is no allegiance to either political party. We are allied with liberty. And one of the great things about Now Media is that you're a business network, and the things that I'll be talking about affect business in a variety of ways, whether it be your personal business or your family business. You know, news events that we'll be talking about affect those things, and we'll give some analysis and smart alecky remarks mostly.
Oh man, the smart alecky remarks, that's my favorite part. You know, that's what got me in trouble here before. My smart alecky remarks. I got to remember there's that 5 second or 2 second buzz so they can get the wrong words. My inner Gary V comes out. So when you're going to go do this, you know, what kind of guests are you going to have? You know, who are we going to expect to interact with, Chris, and how are you going to bring this to the world?
Well, we'll talk to newsmakers because, I mean, they're the newsmakers. And what we'll do in these interviews is try not to follow the typical fluff interview type stuff. We'll get the right information, the right people. And, you know, sometimes it'll really, it'll be fun, and sometimes there will be confrontation, but the good thing about Now Media, and I think this is very important. I've been in media and entertainment for, like I said, 27, almost 30 years. And the greatest thing about Now Media is they're not going to be bullied by activists, and that means activists on both sides of the aisle. Mm-hmm. And Juan, who runs this thing, not only is he a handsome man, but he's a great businessman, and he's fearless. He's not afraid. He takes criticism because in this industry, you're going to get criticism. In fact, mostly the people you hear from are people who don't like you, and that's okay. So we're going to talk to newsmakers, and we're going to keep things, topical and relevant because the news cycle itself, it evolves on an hourly basis. And what we're going to try to do is keep up with current events and bring perspective. There's no agenda. It's just accurate, honest information and commentary.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see this. You know, I'm originally from Michigan, right? So when I go back home from Michigan, from Texas, I am as conservative as can be. I come back down here and I'm so liberal, it's not funny. So it's gonna be interesting to see how you interact the two. You know, politics is always fun. It's fun to make fun of. But here on the business side, we have to figure out what the people we have elected do help us. So how are you going to go, dig into that and really help our business owners understand what's happening in Austin, what's happening in Washington, how it affects them as a business owner, and how it's going to make them better, because they have to listen to you, and we want them to listen to you because they're going to get the right information.
Well, the most important thing is results. And what we will do is we'll measure results. Many times, especially in the political arena, everything is based on intentions. We intend to do this, and we're going to solve this massive problem because we passed this bill. And then after they pass the bill, they just move on to the next thing, and they don't pay attention to results. And I think in order to get an accurate view of culture, society, and politics is to look at the results, because as a business owner, you can project that you're going to make $1 gazillion And then you can't just go to the bank and say, well, thank you, I'm going to make $1 gazillion. Go ahead and put that in my account. It always comes down to the results, and the results are what affects businesses and families. It's not the intentions, it's the results. And so what I've always done is I just measure the results. Here's a good example. Around the country right now, there's a movement to do things like get rid of bail and defund the police. And these are soft crime policies. Sound really good because, generally people want other people to live free and want to help other people. But when you look at crime, you never really look at results. And it's the results that affect people. And a perfect example is catalytic converters. People steal catalytic converters, and some would think, well, it's just a catalytic converter. You just get not necessarily true. Catalytic converters, $500 plus is the supply chain keeping up with supply. Get the catalytic converter to the shop, and what does that do to a working guy? How many days could he miss from work? How hard is it going to be for them to get to work or get their family, their kids to school? So all these little crime problems actually affect business and families. And if we don't measure the results, it's really hard to hold our leaders accountable when they're giving you all this pie in the sky nonsense. And we'll also talk about people who we think are stupid and ugly.
Yeah, I know. It's like all of us, we want to be judged on our intentions, and we don't want to be held accountable to our results. So I'm looking forward
and
to
I
that.
have a mantra. And I think if you look at it, it comes true. The world is run by money, brute force, and hot chicks. And if you look at, it sounds funny, but if you look at any issue, at least 2 of the 3 are always going to be in play. So that's why on my show, we'll also take time to decide who's hot and who's not.
Well, that's good. I want to be on your show. I want to sit right next to you.
Okay.
Let's do this. This will be fun as heck, man. I am looking so forward to seeing that show. I can't wait, Chris, to meet you in person. I want you to have a happy holiday, and we're going to catch up right after Christmas and the New Year. We're going to get together.
Cool.
We're going to go have a drink and
we
figure out how we're
start
going to make this fun.
January 2nd. So we're very excited. Thank you very much to NowMedia for bringing us on to this. This company really is a 21st century American dream company, and we're really happy to be part of it.
Well, that's awesome, man. You have a great holiday, Chris. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll
God
see you
bless.
soon.
Merry Christmas.
All right. Merry Christmas to you. This is Michael Raise, your business guide. We're going to break. We'll be right back here at Biz Talk TV.
I was recently asked what it means to be a family lawyer. What is family law? Family law is not just about divorce or custody or child support. Family law is about your life. As a family lawyer, I protect your children, your wealth, your future. I don't do this alone. As your attorney, we work as a team to determine your goals and priorities and provide a strategy in an often complex, painful, and confusing time. Whether it's asset protection through pre- or post-marital agreements or fighting to protect your children, I'm here to help. My team and I bring decades of combined experience to support you and your family in all aspects of family and wealth planning, from estate and legacy planning to divorce and child custody issues to representation in complex litigation cases. Take a decisive step. We're here when you're ready. Remember, it's about your life.
Hi, I'm Dave Smith, professional organizing and productivity consultant, speaker, and author. Do you want to improve your productivity and organizational flow? Whether it's your commercial office space, inventory warehouse, restaurant, or home, we have simple organizing solutions to help you increase your efficiency and productivity so that you can be more present, productive, and profitable. Let me take your business to the next level with simple organizing solutions. As a professional organizer for more than 15 years, when it comes to organization, I bring the know-how, information, and tools to put to use in both your professional and personal life. Busy entrepreneurs such as yourself should focus on generating money, tackling new business opportunities, and enjoying life to the fullest, not on organizing anything that slows you down. Let me help you transition from clutter and chaos to simple and organized. Call me today at 281-609-9986 or set up a consultation at simplicitybyday.com.
If you have the perfect health insurance plan and you don't want to save any money, you might want to stop listening now. However, if you are like the rest of us who know that the #1 cause of bankruptcy is unexpected medical costs due to subpar coverage, you really want to listen closely. Even if you owe 20% of your medical costs for a large claim, like cancer or a bad accident, it will wipe out the wealth you've worked for your entire career. That's why when it comes to choosing health insurance, it's important to get the right coverage for you and your family. I'm April Clark with Clark Health Insurance. My mission and passion is to simplify the process for small business owners, families, and self-employed individuals. Protect your health and start saving money on your insurance today.
Hey, welcome back to Biz Talk TV. I'm your business guide and host, Michael Rager, on the Now Media TV network. Hey, come out, we got Kristen Gunderson. Kristen Gunderson's our favorite bookkeeper in the world. She helps us understand what we need to do as business owners to be successful. Today, she's going to talk about your numbers. We hear about your numbers all the time, and what does it mean? Kristen, go tell us what it means to know your numbers.
All right, thank you so much for having me on the Biz Talk Show today. I am Kristen Gunderson with Gunderson's Bookkeeping. I'm here to get all of your bookkeeping and tax questions answered. So the question that came in for this week is, everyone says that you should know your numbers. Well, what the heck does knowing your numbers even mean? And like, how do I even get started with that? So what that means is, real quick, you need to have your bookkeeping done, your financials done. You need to have that reconciled, up to date, so that you can be able to pull numbers from there to be able to get to your KPIs. Your KPIs are your key performance indicators that helps you determine how you want to be valuing your business and what items you want to be looking at to be able to get to your goal. And I'll go into more of these later. And then the last thing is that you also want to be able to look at these on a consistent basis, like monthly, to be able to see the trends that are happening in your business and if you are on target to reaching your goals. So the first one is having updated and accurate financials. Well, one, you need to be doing your bookkeeping or have someone do your bookkeeping, but every single accounting transaction is linked to your financials, at least one of your financials. So that means that every time like you make a deposit, you go to the store to buy office supplies or put fuel in the company vehicle, all of those transactions need to be put into your accounting system, whether you're using QuickBooks or QuickBooks Online or Xero or whatever other accounting platform you're using. Those need to be entered in, they need to be reconciled, and then those financials need to be done on a monthly basis so that you can figure out what you need to start keeping track of. So the next one is KPIs, those key performance indicators. Like, you need to know, like, what are your goals in your business? Your business, like, you may want to increase revenue by 30%, or you may want to be able to hire another salesperson, another worker bee. You may want to increase your sales leads. It could be, you could have goals in financial area, operating, and your sales and marketing area. But once you have those goals, now we need to decide, how do we keep track of them and what do we measure, like what KPI is best to measure, and there's going to be several of them, in order to be able to see that we're reaching our end goal in our business. And every industry will be different. Like, you will have to determine what is important for you to be able to measure in your business. I did want to go over 3 KPIs for you, though, that I think are important for running any business, for knowing your numbers. So the first one is contribution margin. What is a contribution margin? It is your revenue minus your your cost of goods sold, and minus your direct labor. Now, the reason why contribution margin is so important to be keeping track of is because your cost of goods sold and your direct labor, those items can have a big impact on your bottom line, which is your net income. And those items, like, we can easily, if we need to add people to increase our revenue, we can do that. If we need to maybe lower our cost of goods sold, so those are ways that we can, knowing those numbers is, we need to know what to do with them to be able to know how to reach our goals, right? But if we don't have a baseline to get started, that's something you want to do. So you may want to go back to January or even last year and figure out what your contribution margin is, and then do it for every single month, for that you have, you can see the trends in your business, okay? And how it's affected your revenue and how it's affected every other goal in your business. So the next KPI, I think that's pretty important to be keeping track of, is your net income margin. That is your net income divided by your total revenue. And that will be a percentage, and that is another item that we want to go back and do historical data on. So do it for a year or two, and then do it for every single month this year, and do it monthly going forward, so that we can see what that number is. And what that number means is, once you have that percentage, you can see how much of your sales may potentially turn into net income down the line. A really good rule of thumb for your net income margin is being able to look at that, and if you are at a 15% or higher, great for you. Your business is doing awesome. You have a really healthy business. You are on the right path. Keep on doing what you're doing and keep it up. You're doing great. The other one is a 10% net income margin. If you have a 10%, give or take, right around that number, your business is healthy. You have a great business, and it is right in line with where other healthy businesses are. Now, if you are at 5% or less in this number, your business is on life support. You need to call 911. Just kidding, don't call 911. But you need to take immediate action in your business to either increase your revenue, the sales coming in the door, or to decrease your cost of goods sold or your other expenses that are in your business. So that will give you a real general idea. If you're 5% or below, your business needs help. If you're 15% or higher, you're doing awesome. 10% is kind of the goal. If you can get there, you're in good shape. The last KPI that I think that you should be looking at is your working capital. And what this means is your total current assets minus your total current liabilities. And this number is important because this number is more important to look at than your bank balance number, because your bank balance could be inflated or deflated based off of a couple of things. For one, your business could be doing really well, but you have a really low bank account because you bought all this inventory. So your sales, all of your bank balance is basically tied up in inventory, which could lead to potential sales down the road. So that is another reason why to be looking at your working capital. Another reason is you could have a really high bank balance, but your business isn't doing that great. And one of the reasons why this could be is, say you just went out and got a line of credit or other bank loans or something like that, and you put them all into your bank. Well, now your bank balance is really high because you just put all this money into the bank, but yet you owe that to someone else, so you're gonna have to pay back with interest. So that is why I recommend looking at your working capital number compared to just your bank balance number. Some other really important numbers to be keeping track of that you will want to know for down the line is, what's your average job? How many clients or invoices, jobs did you have during the month? And that way we can take our total revenue divided by how many jobs you had to get your average job. So that will be really important to know, especially when you get into budgeting. You want to know what that number is. Some other good ones are And then if you have different segments, like in your business, you will want to divide them up by segment. Like, for instance, I have a cleaning company, and she has residential cleaning, and then she also does like B&Bs, Airbnbs, so like rentals, and then she has commercials. Well, we started keeping track of these numbers for her by industry. Like, so all of the private cleaning companies, like we know what the average is for the privates, we know what the average is for the average job cost is for the rentals, like the Airbnbs, and the average for the corporate. That way we know which section of our business we want to focus on growing, or maybe we need to do a price increase. So that's why knowing like your average job price, like how much revenue you bring in, will be really good. And then another like key performance indicator that you might want to keep track of is knowing what, and this is on the sales and marketing side, knowing what your conversion is from, like if you have a sales lead, how many of those turn into a new client? Or if you have a sales lead, how many of those turn into a prospect client we're actually meeting with and giving an estimate or a quote out to? And then how many of those prospect clients turn into a new client? So those are really good numbers to have for that when you are going over your company's goals. You can figure into, so like say you want to grow your company by 30%, and you figure out, oh, okay, that's, I don't know, X amount of money by growing my company by 30%. That's X number. And then you need to figure out, well, how many jobs, now that I know how much I want to grow my company, like how many jobs is that a month in order to make up that amount of money? And then once you know like what that number is, then you can figure out, well, how many people do I need to talk to a month in order to get all of those people to come talk to me and turn into a client, right? And then you can even back into a little bit farther and be like, well, in order to get to be able to talk to those number of people, how many sales leads, like how many people do I have to be looking at my information that are maybe interested or maybe referrals in order for me to even talk to? So that is all part of knowing your numbers. Like it's not just having your financials done. It is like a wide variety of numbers that you will want to know in order to be able to grow your business. Like that is the key thing about knowing your numbers. Like you cannot grow your business unless you know your numbers. And that may be different for every single company of what their numbers are, but those KPIs are whatever is important for your end goal, your goals for your company, and being able to figure out how to measure them to be able to make sure that you are on track to reaching your company's goals for the year, the quarter, the month. So once you have those KPIs figured out, like whatever they may be, I gave you like 5 examples of what they could be. The next thing you need to do is you need to come up with like a scoreboard or a dashboard that you can look at and fill in the numbers every single month, so that you can look at the trends, like look at the trends for by month, by quarter, by year, and to make sure that you are on track with getting your goals, hitting your goals at the end of the year or the quarter or the month. Like I know that was a lot of information. I just really love this stuff and love going, like this is the part of the business that I love doing with my clients. I love going over the numbers with them and that they can make better business decisions, strategic business decisions to be able to grow their business. If you have any questions on anything that we went over today, feel free to reach out to us. You can literally text the word HELP to 855-798-3350. Again, that's text the word HELP to 877-3350, or you can reach out to us on social media. We're on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And that is everything that I have for you today. Thank you so much for having me on the Biz Talk Show.
Kristen, that's such good information. I'm telling you, as a business coach, I love it. One of the things I do with my clients is we're looking at our KPIs and our numbers weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually. And we set up 5 to 6 KPIs so we know what we're going. We're pushing them through. A lot of them are on financials, and we got to get them to understand their numbers. If you understand their numbers, you're going to go ahead and you become a rich business owner. If you don't understand your numbers, you're going to be a poor business owner, and you're going to struggle, and you're going to have, what we started out today about debt. You're going to go back into debt. You're going to get debt. So I'm Michael Rager, your business guide. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap it up right after this commercial. Don't leave. We'll see you in a second.
I was recently asked what it means to be a family lawyer. What is family law? Family law is not just about divorce or custody or child support. Family law is about your life. As a family lawyer, I protect your children, your wealth, your future. I don't do this alone. As your attorney, we work as a team to determine your goals and priorities and provide a strategy in an often complex, painful, and confusing time. Whether it's asset protection through pre- or post-marital agreements or fighting to protect your children, I'm here to help. My team and I bring decades of combined experience to support you and your family in all aspects of family and wealth planning, from estate and legacy planning to divorce and child custody issues to representation in complex litigation cases. Take a decisive step. We're here when you're ready. Remember, it's about your life.
Hey, welcome back to Biz Talk TV. I'm your host and business guide, Michael Rager. This has been a great show, I'm telling you. We started out talking about debt and using debt as a tool. We ended up with Kristen Gunderson telling us about checking our numbers and what happens as a business owner. We've got to look at debt. You know, I'm gonna finish up with this because I'm a big proponent and opponent of debt and how we utilize it. Because I know as a business owner, I screwed it up. That's why I got to hire business coaches like me that we've already screwed things up. We fixed it and moved through so you don't screw it up and cause some problems in your business and your family. But debt is a tool. We've got to be able to utilize it to help us grow our business. That's why we need good bankers. We need good accountants. We need good CFOs, those people on our team that can help us move forward. That's why we got guys like, you heard him today, Keith Cothrell. He was talking about, how to go ahead and plan for the end of the year. We had Dave Smith. Dave's talking about, bringing good people into your business. You're just gonna have this great event in January 7th. We had, oh my God, we had Jennifer Drago today talking about accountability and how accountability as a business owner can help you move from an average business owner to a great business owner. And the best thing about today, Chris Baker. If you're not going to be here on January 2nd from 2 to 3 p.m. listening to Chris Baker and how he is going to take the relevant topics of today, tomorrow, and the future and talk about them and how they're going to help you and your business grow and bring it down in a fun, funny way. That's the thing you got to do. That's what's happening here on NowMedia TV. I'm sorry about that. This is what we got growing here. We've got some great people coming on. We got some great things happening. We're going to get ready so much to come into the new year. We've got some new people coming on that are going to help you grow your business better than you ever thought. I'm Michael Rager. I'm your host. I'm your business guide. If you need some help getting from here to here, you need to call me. We're going to help you. But we wanted you to go ahead and have a Merry Christmas, and we're going to see you next week, and we're going to rock in the new year. We're going to have a great time, and we're going to see you then. So I'm your host, Michael Rager. We'll see you next week. Have a great week.
This has been a NowMedia Television feature presentation. All rights reserved.
Hey y'all, Fathead here with Fathead Spices. My goal is to give you Texas-made spices, rubs, and food products for all your events. Whether it's outdoor, indoor, or just hanging out at the deer lease, we got you covered. We're proud of our customer service. We want to help you make your food better. One thing's for sure, y'all, life's short, spice it up.
Hi, my name is Elias Basabe, founder of Little Maria's Cafe Restaurant in West Houston, located in 2901 Wilkers Drive, Suite 137, first floor. Here you will find a family-friendly and relaxed environment where you can enjoy a delicious homemade breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We know you need to get to work fast, and we want you to enjoy a tasty, quality, and healthy homemade food. So come and visit us for a great, nutritious meal at an affordable price. We specialize in tasty breakfasts, deli sandwiches, fish, even barbecue cookouts. Little Maria's Cafe has it all. We only use the great quality of birds head meats and products. Just like you, we love to get you up early. Little Maria's Cafe is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can dine in with us during breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or we can have it ready for you for pickup. Visit us today on the first floor of the CMPC Center at 2901 Wilkers Drive, Suite 137, first floor. Order now at 832-6